Hey everybody, and welcome back to Fresh Set. I'm Sabrina.
And I'm Kevin.
And I'm back. We're back.
You're back. You're back, yeah.
Yeah.
We forego last week's episode
just
because I didn't have it in me to do two solo ones back to back.
Yeah, I get it. We're back. I am back from vacation, which Kevin said was not approved, and it was. For anybody that pays attention.
I don't pay you. You can do what you want. It's just it's a shitty thing to do.
But there's obviously no race. We are in this April funk of no races. But
for the entire month.
Yeah, for the entire month. But
and I was just looking at we do the entire month. Then we're back the first weekend of April or May, and then another 2-week break.
Yep.
Yeah. These guys just don't like to drive.
That 2-week break is to ensure that there is no snow in.
Oh, absolutely! You cannot do it weekend 2 of in Canada.
Yeah,
because there's been snow
here.
in May 2-4 weekend, May 2-4 Victoria Day, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
All hail the Queen. Who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, so
she's not allowed. She's not going to be around to hear this.
Before we jump into what we've got planned for today, just want to remind everybody to head over to socials to follow, like, share, subscribe at Fresh Set Podcast, and then wherever you get your podcast, same thing, as well as YouTube. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment, all of those things really help us out, and yeah, do it.
And before anybody does comment, we did not coordinate our outfits. It just happened to be white McLaren,
just white
for no particular reason.
All right. Well, so starting this off, I wanted to do, because Kevin was so gracious and did an episode by himself, I wanted to do something for you. It's
for me.
Game for you.
I'm always very leery when somebody wants to do something for me.
I know.
I'm very distrusting by nature.
I saw somebody else do something similar, and I decided to do a comparison. If you've listened to the podcast before, you know Kevin loves baseball.
Yes.
Baseball is Kevin's sport. Oh, there you go. Kids play it. Brother-in-law played it. You're
I coach.
A baseball fan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Forgot you coach. So I decided to do a comparison of. I used ChatGPT again. Okay. I did this a couple episodes ago. F1 teams with their MLB counterparts.
Okay.
So we're gonna go through the list, and you have to. I'm gonna tell you. Oh, you can maybe guess if you want who the equivalent in MLB is to the F1 team.
Okay.
We're not saying drivers.
The wheels are already starting to turn.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
So I will give you.
No pun intended.
This is ChatGPT just for fun, but we can start off. I don't know why it started this way, but we're going to start with Ferrari.
Okay.
So who do you think ChatGPT called as their counterpart in
the
MLB?
Ferrari team? I go a couple different ways with this. I could just easily go with color. And if you're going to go with red, that narrows. Actually, there's a lot of baseball teams with red. I mean, it could be the Red Sox. There could be the Reds. There could be the Cardinals. I'm going to go with just team dynamic, how they run their team. I am likely going to go with something like the Red Sox, mainly because... Not just because of the red. There's a team with prestige there. There's a team that's been in the MLB for a long time. And obviously, Ferrari's been the longest tenured team, especially as one team in F1. They're not afraid to spend money. Maybe this year they are, but at least the Red Sox. But they're not afraid to spend money. They're not afraid to go after championships. They're usually more. But I know Ferrari's got quite a few championships, and that's just for the length of their time out there. but they're not afraid to go for it. They're not afraid they're usually a fixture in the playoffs, or at least in close fights. They've had some high profile names. Now, if you're going to look at high profile names and prestige, you're probably looking more at the Yankees, but I got somebody else left for the I got somebody else left for the Yankees. They would most like. I'm pretty sure ChatGPT is going to go for the Yankees, but for me, it is actually even Red Sox. Actually, with the Lewis signing, I'm leaning. I might be leaning the Dodgers.
Now.
I am. It's just a lot to think about. I might be leaning the Dodgers. I might be leading the Dodgers. That's another storied team name. They came from Brooklyn. They spend, and they're not afraid to spend to go up. You know what? I'm going Dodgers. Just flipping it all over.
Okay.
Just go on the Dodgers. The
flip.
high-profile lineup.
Okay.
A lot of money spent there. I'm going to go with the Dodgers.
Okay. So before I give you the answer, I just want to let everybody know my baseball knowledge is very limited. So everything you just said, I was like,
means absolutely nothing.
Yeah, sure, exactly.
Means absolutely
I have
nothing.
no idea what.
Yeah.
Anyways, so ChatGPT went with the Yankees.
Yeah, I figured they would.
Yeah. So
It's the
the
easy one.
reasons are most iconic brand in the sport, historic dominance. Ferrari has the most F1 titles. The Yankees have the most World Series titles. Massive global fan base. But haven't dominated recently like their legacy would suggest. So
Yeah. I know that's the
yeah.
easy one, but for me, I have the Yankees for another team in my head, and I've got reasons for them, they're personal. But yeah, that's makes a lot of sense.
Okay. All right.
I did say that they would have picked. I should get a half a point
You
for that.
did.
I
You
did
did
say
get
they
that
would
right.
pick that. Yeah.
You did get that right. All right. McLaren.
Ooh, McLaren.
Do you want me to give you the description, and then you
Sure.
can, okay. So I'll give
Sure.
you the description that they give, and then you can maybe figure it out. Okay.
Yeah.
So currently elite and spending smart, recent champions, contenders, strong development pipeline, well-run, modern powerhouse.
Everything that you're saying there points to the Dodgers, other than the development pipeline. I don't know who the Dodgers have gotten recently that they've really. I mean, I know there's a couple, but I mean they're known to go out and spend and not really more so develop their players. The Jays do quite a bit. I could see the Jays being recent powerhouse. I wouldn't call them a powerhouse though. Oh, if I'm gonna go for recent
champions, modern powerhouse. You're
recent
combining
champions,
two.
yeah, recent champions. I mean, the Dodgers have won quite a bit. They have the most recent champions. You could also go with the Astros. I would probably say if I'm gonna look at something that's probably they've developed quite a bit. That's the one that's messing me up, and I'm probably overthinking it.
Definitely.
I'm definitely overthinking it.
It's ChatGPT.
What did you say about the spenders? Where they are
spending smart.
spending smart. That makes me want to go with somebody like the Milwaukee Brewers. It's definitely not on there. I'll go with that. I have a feeling they're going to say the Dodgers, but I'm going to go with the Brewers as a more fitting team for that description.
It is the Dodgers. The spending smart is kind of throwing
Fuck ChatGPT because they don't spend smart. I mean, you can consider
them, but
you can consider it kind of smart because they spent a shit ton on Ohtani and then they made that back in 1 year. Okay, great, whatever. Shut up, Dodgers. I'm also I hate the fact that they just take every player from the Jays, and they've taken they sniped Ohtani, they sniped Kyle Tucker, and they beat them in Game 7. So. Modern powerhouse, recent winner, recent champions. Obviously, that's the one. Brewers were not recent champions, so I knew that wasn't the one. But I would say more so with development and smart spenders is going to go more toward the Brewers.
Yeah. Well, sure.
Sure.
I mean, I think that part is very like the McLaren side of things. They have the two young drivers hoping to develop their long-term success, which they're probably going to lose one of those drivers. But
Yeah, I feel like the description goes more to McLaren, and then they just put somebody to most recent
Modern
champion. Okay,
champion.
well, I guess that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Just the laziest thinking from AI.
Yeah. Okay. Mercedes.
I was 100% thought Mercedes was the New York Yankees because I hate the Yankees. I hate Mercedes.
Oh.
Both have black in their uniform. I know it's pinstripes, but just this ominous look to them. They're a very stuck up kind of organization. The Yankees traditionally have been. They never even used to allow their players to have facial hair, for example.
Really?
Yeah, before. Now they have, before under George Steinbrenner, before, was it Hank? I forget his first name, the younger Steinbrenner. When George Steinbrenner was in, hated facial hair and famously made every player shave. They had barely even a mustache. And so it was just, it was a very clean cut team. It was very, very rigid, very story team.
Much like Mercedes.
Exactly. Yeah. That's why I had it to me. You get that Darth Vader vibe when they're there. Like, nobody really likes them except for if you are from there or like you're born into it. Okay. So for me, it was always the Yankees, but I know it's not the Yankees. Let's hear the description.
Okay. Dominated a previous era, the 2010s dynasty. Still respected and competitive, not quite the unstoppable force anymore.
See, I feel like they're going to say the Red Sox or the Astros.
Or
not either of those. Dominated.
The 2010s dynasty.
2010s dynasty.
Historic consistency plus a class organization. So that kind of goes to like the Mercedes kind of, but maybe once I say it, you'll be like, oh, okay.
A class, like a classy organization?
It just says class organization.
Just trying to go through my head here.
I'm going to say, if my geography is right, Midwest?
Kansas City? No, that can't be right. Further.
Oh, wait, maybe this way.
See, I don't know which way it is on the screen here, so I don't know if you're pointing left or right, east or west. You can probably just say it, unless you don't know your east or west.
I just don't know which side it's actually on of Kansas.
Okay, that doesn't help me at all.
It's a bird?
It's a bird. St. Louis Cardinals?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that. St. Louis, Missouri. That is on the east side of Kansas, I believe.
Okay, so not Midwest.
I don't know. I don't. When it comes to states, I'm not sure. But either way.
Yeah.
No, I can see that too. You had Mark McGuire. You had Ivan Rodriguez, Albert Pujols. You had champions and really great players, and one of the more storied franchises in the sport. So yeah, I can see that.
There you go. So
whatever. Yeah, you're like, yeah, sure.
ChatGPT got it right. All right.
I wouldn't agree, but
Red Bull. I think you're gonna get this one pretty quickly.
Okay, what's the?
It's a recent dynasty.
Dynasty.
So we're gonna go with the Verstappen era dominance. Yeah. Elite engineering advantage. Again, very Formula One heavy. Slight villain reputation, depending who you ask.
If you go to villains, I'm going immediately to the Houston Astros.
Yeah.
It's like, and when you're talking about engineering advantage, there's the whole cheating scandal. Yeah. I mean, they didn't really do it engineering wise. They banged on a can, but there was some trickery. There was some extra activities that helped them win certain things. As letting only 2 cars pass instead of all cars pass. But yeah, no, that's you. As soon as you said recent villains, I mean, everybody still hates them unless you're from Houston.
Even I know that.
I still hate them. I love George Springer. He's on the Jays now. He's been great for the Jays. I hate Jose Altuve. I don't hate every player on the Astros. I just cheating's always been a part of baseball, but when it's done on the field.
Okay, fair.
You see what I mean? Like you're stealing signs or whatever. There are certain more advantages which it could be considered cheating or just it's a tactical advantage. But when you're outright cheating like they were, whether it's using electronics or some communication or whatever it is, that's outside of the purview of the diamond, you can get fucked. You just just blow up the stadium.
Not cool. Yeah,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
cool. Okay. Aston Martin.
Okay.
Big spending, big ambition, star power, and they specifically talk about Alonso. And then the roster of this other team. Flashes of success, but just not consistent.
Are they are they talking about Pete Alonso, or are they talking
no.
about Fernando Alonso?
Fernando Alonso.
Okay.
Fernando Alonso.
So big spenders. I'm going to star power, and then you said Alonso. I went immediately to the New York Mets. But you could make an argument for the San Diego Padres. I'm gonna go with the Mets. I mean, the Mets haven't been shy about paying. They are quite a storied organization as well, and they fell flat on their face for all the money they spent last year, quite famously. And they had Pete Alonso on the team before they traded him, or they let him go in free agency this year. So when you said Alonso, that's where I first went to, was the New York Mets.
Okay.
I'm going to go with the New York Mets.
Okay. And your second choice was correct. The Padres.
Sandro Padres.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. They have also been very, they haven't been shy about spending money. They've got a lot of star power. They're a great team. They're just not there yet. Although this year they look really good.
One of the comments, additional comments, or quote says, should be better than they are. So
but you could also make that argument for last year's New York Mets and Aston Martin. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not far off. I'm not bad.
No, you're pretty good with these. All right, Williams. So, historic team with multiple titles, long drought and a rebuild period. Fans still very loyal, nostalgia, and a hope for a return.
As soon as you said Williams, my head went to one team. And then after you gave that description, it stayed on one team.
Oh.
Although ChatGPT hasn't picked Boston. Boston is a more semi-recent, I suppose the other one. My first thought was the Philadelphia Phillies. You're talking about loyal fans, and you can make the same argument about Boston, but there's something about Philly fans, which both, you can admire and absolutely hate. They are the most annoying, other than Toronto fans, hockey fans, but they're the most loyal fans and they will fight you at a moment's notice for no reason whatsoever. They could be your best friend; they'll still fight you. You could be agreeing with them about their team, and they still fight you. I want to say the Phillies, but I feel like they're going to go to the Red Sox. I'm going to go to the Red Sox. I don't think you can have a list of these teams. Am I wrong on both?
On both.
Oh, damn it!
Chicago.
Cubs or White Sox?
Cubs. Cubs. Sorry, Cubs.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, I can see it. Yeah, I mean, the biggest drought in sports history. 102 years before they got the championship? Something. It was over 100 years.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Have you never heard of the curse of the Cubs?
I've heard of the curse. I just didn't know it was 100 years.
It was over 100 years. They were the longest drought in professional sports history, especially of the Big Four. And now after they won, and I can't remember what year it was. 2010s or early 2020. I can't remember now. After that, then the Toronto Maple Leafs have taken over the title of longest drought in sports history, which is at now 68 years. Didn't even make the playoffs this year. But anyways, we're not talking about hockey. We're talking about baseball. That is an absolute 100%. Yeah, the Cubs.
Okay. All right.
I feel like you can't have a top 12 list, where are we, or 11 list now, without having the Red Sox on here. But I don't know which team now left is going to have the Red Sox fit on here.
Let me scan.
Because I don't want to keep coming back to them.
I can tell you the Red Sox are not on this list.
Oh, wow. Okay, great. So my head can just
tell you. Yeah.
tell the Red Sox, like most of the baseball world, to go F themselves.
All right. Alpine. I did ask for current 2020 6. But anyways,
That's fine. Yeah, yeah.
struggling performance, bottom of standings recently. Constant restructuring, unclear long-term direction, chaos, and rebuild energy.
I've got two again.
Okay.
The two worst teams in baseball last year. They're projected to be the two worst. And this year, I don't know. I haven't checked the standings recently. I don't think they are. I think they've actually been off to a better start than they were last year.
Okay.
So it's either the White Sox or the Colorado Rockies. I mean, it could be the A's. They're shit too.
Okay. Okay.
So it's one of those three.
Okay.
I always say.
Okay. Well, I think
They're
the right team. Hold on.
They're the Oakland A's. Well, they're actually just the A's now, but because they're moving, they don't even have a home anymore. They're playing in a minor league stadium. They're moving to Las Vegas, and their stadium is being built. But
Okay.
there's three really shit teams, and historically, the A's have always been one of the lowest spenders. But I don't think they were at the bottom. They were pretty close last year. Projected this year, I don't think they're projected to be. They're not projected to be last. I think that still belongs to Chicago or Colorado. Chicago White Sox did have some improvements. I don't know what the odds are. We're going to get back-to-back Chicago. I'm going to go with the Colorado Rockies.
No, it's the
Damn it.
Oakland Athletics.
Oakland Athletics?
Yeah.
Come on. Chicago had, I believe Chicago, not Colorado, had the worst season in history ever last year. How are they? ChatGPT.
Maybe they're. I don't know what their standings are right now. Maybe it's based off that because I mean,
Maybe,
half decent right now. So.
That's true too. And I think the White Sox did lay a shellacking on the Jays early in the season. Oh, well, I mean, that was like last week.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, okay.
All right. Okay.
I mean, I think I could be right on any of those, but.
Yeah. Okay. Haas. So, smaller budget team, occasional surprise results.
See, when you say budget team, the A's have always been a budget team. That was their whole shtick. They created Moneyball. That's what it's all about. So if you're going to start with low budget team, and not you, obviously, but if you're going to start with low budget team, my automatic instinct is going to be the Oakland Athletics. Anyways, sorry. Okay. Low budget team, and then continue from there because I
small
completely
budget
blanked.
Team, occasional surprise results, rarely consistent contenders, sneaky upset potential, but definitely not a threat.
Trying not to keep too much thinking time here and quiet dead air. I'll just go through my process in my head. I'm trying to stay out of the AL East because that's what I'm obviously most familiar with. That's where the Jays are. I was thinking Tampa Bay, a little smaller team.
Okay, that's warm.
They have been. Well, yeah, it's Tampa. It's not the Miami Marlins, is it? Please.
It is. It's the Marlins.
When have they ever been a potential threat? It's been a long time.
Sneaky upset potential, but definitely not a threat.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Definitely not.
Okay, that makes more sense. That makes more sense. I mean, they haven't been much of a threat for a long time, but yeah, okay.
Yeah. So, Marlins.
Miami Marlins.
Are they a smaller budget team?
They are. They don't spend very much,
Okay.
and they haven't spent very much in a long time. I can't, other than the Canadian Owen Casey, who just got traded there from the Cubs, traded there this year. I can't tell you who's on the Miami Marlins.
Oh, okay.
And it's not been worth it for me to even find out.
Well, and I mean, I wouldn't, definitely not a threat. I think that, I mean, if you're saying it compares to Haas, they kind of seem like they're threatening.
Young potential.
Yeah. But the Haas is coming up with some decent points.
They are.
I mean, they're not threatening pole position or
no, but they're threatening that middle pack there. They're threatening to finish at the top of the midfield, which now includes the Red Bulls. So,
which is crazy.
Yeah,
absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we get into the new teams. I'll go to Racing Bulls. And then I'll do the new teams. Okay. Racing Bulls. It's a feeder development team. Smart, data-driven, punches above their weight, and it's a talent factory.
I'm actually blanking on this one.
You said it already. It's somebody you already said.
Punches above their weight. Talent factory. It's not the Chicago White Sox, is it?
No.
Okay, good.
No. You were actually just about to say it.
Tampa Bay Rays?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's who they have. Feeder development team.
Yeah, they are, yeah.
So who do they feed into? Or like a development team? Like do
They
work
just
with-
they just pull a lot from their farm system.
Oh, okay.
Right. They do have some talent, but a lot of it has been a lot of homegrown talent. And they'll take from there. And they've just been good at drafting. It's just been hard to put a consistent team around their, like a good veteran team around who they develop and bring up. So it just hasn't been very consistent results. They haven't been very good. I think they're in third in the AL East now, actually, just because the Jays and the Red Sox have been such shit. But I'd have to look at the standings. It's been a few days, but yeah, no,
Okay.
that makes sense. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now we're getting into the new teams. So,
Okay.
which new F1 teams?
Audi and Cadillac. Yeah.
So we're going to start with Audi. New-ish powerhouse project, factory team again. Serious investment, could rise quickly, built to win soon.
I'm trying to go into the NL. There's been a lot of AL teams. No, actually, no, it's been pretty even. It's not Minnesota Twins, is it? No.
South.
South, not Arizona. Arizona is Southwest. It's the most south and west you can get,
So east.
beside California. So east, okay.
So east.
If I'm gonna
Of
go
Arizona.
east of Arizona, well, I'm going to go. Well, we've done all the Florida teams. Texas Rangers.
Yeah. Texas
there you go.
Rangers. Yeah.
We did Houston already too, so that's the whole southern section of the U.S. teams.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
you
Okay,
go.
Texas Rangers.
So
Okay.
Texas Rangers. And then last but not least, don't know if you're going to like this one, or maybe you will like this one.
Okay.
Cadillac.
Okay.
It's a new team, expansion vibes, big market, big expectations, not proven yet. Potential, but unknown ceiling.
That gave me nothing about a baseball
Okay.
team. We
Sorry.
haven't had an expansion team, and I don't know when was the last time they had an expansion team.
I can give you a clue that the Blue Jays played them in postseason.
Seattle Mariners.
Yeah.
They this is their 50th year. They started the same year as the Jays.
Okay.
Okay.
well,
Yeah.
well, ChatGPT totally messed that one up.
Read. They should have just left that part out. It
Yeah.
had nothing to do with it. What? Read that. I mean, they are the last expansion team, I believe.
Okay.
Maybe Arizona. When did Arizona come into the league? I can't remember. But either way, it's been 50 years.
So
Like,
it
there's
says big market, big expansions, not proven yet, potential but unknown ceiling, and then new
Yeah,
entrant
okay.
and expansion vibes.
Yeah. I wouldn't call it an expansion vibe. I mean, that's just throwing everything way off. That's more geared toward Cadillac, obviously. Yes, they are. They've been close. They've been to the. I believe they've been to no. The closest they've been, I believe, is the Conference Series, which they've been to twice or three times. They've never made the World Series, and that was the whole big thing about them playing the Jays. Is that it'd be however many years for the Jays to get there, but the Mariners have never been there. And yes, they've got great players. I mean, you know what? I'll speak your terms. Okay, I'll speak your terms like I speak Bianca. Hold on. I'll speak your terms like speak Bianca's terms. Look up Julio Rodriguez, from the Seattle Mariners. You'll be in love because he's a black guy with these blue eyes. Like it's
I
it's
saw
weird.
him.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah,
Saw
there you go.
him during the playoffs.
I'll speak your language. There you go. But
Perfect.
they also have a Canadian on there, Josh Naylor, and the big dumper, Cal Raleigh.
Naylor's from
He's Canadian.
our hometown.
They're from
Without
Mississauga. Yeah.
saying, okay,
From
without saying it.
Well, I don't live there. I grew up there.
It's true.
Yep.
All right. Anyways, that is
That was pretty
my
good.
little
Okay.
baseball.
I liked it.
F1
Didn't like
reading.
ChatGPT's things, but that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay. I
But
like
you
that.
got a lot of you were in the
know,
right
yeah.
range
Yeah.
of where they
Until
were. So,
ChatGPT fucked me up.
yeah. But okay, where would you have put the Red Sox?
Where I said I had them. I had them with McLaren.
McLaren?
Did I?
Yeah, I think
No, I had them with Ferrari. No, it was between Ferrari and. No, I switched to the Dodgers. I don't know. I just felt like the Red Sox were going to be on there somewhere. But yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was a big team that I knew, and I was like, oh, they're actually not on this list.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, that's enough of baseball. This is a Formula One podcast.
Yeah.
But I just, thought of a little game there.
But we do that. We cross
mess around.
our passions.
Yeah,
Remember our first episode was killers and cops.
True. Serial killers. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Which we should probably bring back because there's a whole new group of people that have joined.
Yeah,
us
and their whole vibes have changed.
Yeah.
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 Okay. Anyways, all right. We do have a little bit of news. I mean, we've got some time to go through some news.
I mean, we only have really the one. It's just been
speculation.
one giant news. No, it's news. It's
Yeah.
confirmed. It's been confirmed by both
Actually,
teams.
sure.
There's only been one real thing, and everything's kind of revolved around that. It came out, and this is crazy to me. First of all, just a tiny little bit. When was the last time you see race engineers get such publicity?
Yeah.
I mean, there was, oh my God, Bono's not leaving Mercedes and going with Lewis, and now he's going to be with Kimi, and that was a big kind of oh, Lewis is going to be without him, but it wasn't like a huge Bono news. It's just he's just
Right.
keeping his job, right? This is, I'm redlining here. I have to do a lot of audio changes here, but it came out this week that it came out as a report, and then by a reporter on another podcast, and then confirmed now since by everybody that GP Gianpiero Lambiase, who is Max Verstappen's race engineer, will be leaving Red Bull after the 2027 season and joining McLaren as their, I forget what his full title is. It is head race strategy, head of race strategy.
Yeah.
Yeah, head of strategic development or something like that.
Yeah.
He's been linked a little bit sometimes with Aston Martin, but that was really no rumors. But now it's been confirmed he is going to McLaren. It's been confirmed by Zach Brown.
Yeah.
It's been confirmed by McLaren. It's been confirmed by Red Bull. It's been confirmed by Jos Verstappen. We still haven't heard from Max yet. Not that I've seen.
I don't think so.
But yeah, he's end of the 2027 season, joining in 2028. Along with that news, there were reports that his job title is coming with a position as team principal, coming shortly after that, expected within the same season, which means Andrea Stella would have to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
And then it came out. There's a lot. There's so many facets to all this. And then it comes out
there's more.
that Andrea Stella will likely join Ferrari at some point. Now, if he leaves, and I don't know how long his contract is, I'm assuming there is going to be some kind of a gardening leave, especially if he's leaving his contract, which would mean that it makes sense now that GP is not going to take on that role of team principal right away. He would have to wait until Andrea Stella leaves, and then they'll wait until that gardening leave time where he can go up until that point. So this way he can start with Ferrari at the end of the 2028 season to join 2029. And then GP will continue on as team principal for the remainder of the 2028 season.
Yeah.
That's my guesses. That's what that means.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Just
mean,
makes sense.
But wait, there's more. What about Fred?
Yeah. I mean, it kind of looks like just Fred is just. There's been no mention of Fred.
No, and there also hasn't been necessarily confirmation that Stella would be going over to Ferrari as a team principal.
As team principal, yeah.
He could be going over as anything.
Yes. Yes. But I mean,
can see principal.
I think it would be a principal. I mean, you've got him as a 2-time constructor champion now, team principal for a driver championship. Who knows what's going to happen this year and next year? I mean, you're really putting all your eggs in one basket for 2029 here. We've got 2 years of racing to go, 3 years of racing to go, 2 years of racing, 3 years. Yeah, 3 years of racing to go.
Yeah.
I don't know. Before he would actually join Ferrari.
Yeah.
Maybe Fred's contract runs out. I don't know exactly what it is by that time. Maybe he's got plans already that he's done after this amount of time.
Yeah.
We don't know. But yeah, it just seems like Fred is, as far as we know right now, in limbo.
Yeah. And I mean, if anybody has seen, there is historic video of Michael Schumacher walking through the Ferrari factory, actually, I think. And he goes and interviews a young Andrea Stella. And he said, this is my race engineer. This is the guy that I trust so much. So I think for Andrea Stella, who is also Italian, going home to Ferrari would probably feel really good. Maybe that's where he ends his career. Maybe the same thing for Fred. And I don't even know how old Stella is. And I don't think any of them are like old in the sense that they need to be retiring, but
no,
it could kind of be,
I feel like Andrea's probably
years.
in his 50s.
Yeah.
Fred might be in his 60s.
Yeah, I would say. That would be my guess.
Yeah.
But
so
yeah, I mean,
this all comes down to now, what does that mean for Max? Because as soon as, now it always comes back to Max.
It always comes back to Max.
It's always going to come back. This is, I feel like this is more indicative of, I don't even want to say GP's reason for leaving is because Red Bull has been falling apart a little bit. More so, I mean, how do you turn down, this opportunity to be able to be a team principal, especially for somebody like McLaren?
Yeah.
You don't.
Yeah.
All right. It's the third most championships, constructors championships in F1.
Yeah.
Are they just ahead? Because they're just ahead of Williams now, aren't they?
I think so.
Yeah. But as soon as we heard all this, all of a sudden these interviews after Max's 2021 win says, they're talking in Dutch in some interview about his relationship with GP, and he famously says, when he stops, I stop. Now, he's not stopping.
No. Well,
he's not stopping. He's going somewhere else.
Yeah.
Which begs the question, with all this stuff about Max, I mean, I've seen 1,000 theories now. It's either he rides it out and then he moves after his contract to McLaren, which would be some driver swaps or non-signings or whatever, or buyouts, whatever the case may be. But there's also been the thought that maybe he does retire if he doesn't like 2026 and he takes a year off in 2027 and then comes back miraculously in 2028 to join McLaren.
Yeah.
Do you think there is any way? What do you think is more likely? Do you think that it's more likely that Max stops racing in Formula One, not racing altogether, but stops racing in Formula One, or Max follows GP, or that there is maybe an unspoken or a little under the table deal here where he might, essentially follow him or join him at the same time in McLaren?
Max is very unhappy right now. Mm-hmm. He hasn't thrown out, I don't think he's thrown out the word retire, or maybe he has in an interview.
He has said that if it's not fun, I might just have more fun in another racing series.
Right. So he's not enjoying this. He's been very vocal. He's not enjoying this. Is the FIA going to make some changes for Max? No, but it's not just him that's complaining either. I think we do know that Max has said previously he doesn't want to be racing into his late 30s and 40s, that he
Yep.
doesn't see himself in Formula One forever. It doesn't necessarily matter to him to have 5, 6, 7, 8 championships. I mean, he would like them, but he has said that, like, that's not the be all and end all for me.
Yeah.
So
He's very clearly said that it's about the enjoyment, because he
Yeah.
did have a quote saying, why am I going to miss time with my family and my friends when I'm doing something I'm not happy with?
Yeah, exactly. So I can see him. I can kind of see him doing like a bit of the Hulkenberg Alonso stepping away for a little bit.
Oh, Alonso retired. He
Yeah,
retired, straight out retired
like
twice.
twice.
Yeah.
Stepping away, and then a really good offer comes on the table. If there's, I think he'll see out 2026, and he's gonna see what changes they'll make to 2027, if any, and then I think from there he's gonna be like, you know what? I think that's more likely than him necessarily just picking up and following GP, because he's still not gonna have GP because he wouldn't be a race engineer anymore.
No, but I think he would trust.
His judgment.
Yeah. I mean,
It's hard.
I could see it going a few different ways. I mean, like, all the talk since last summer has been Max and Mercedes, and Max and Mercedes. And I don't think that's something that's off the table. I think that's definitely something that Toto wants. I think it's something he's trying to figure out. I think George's recent attitude is not really going to gain him points when it's coming to a decision of, I'm going to pursue Max, not necessarily sign him, but I'm going to pursue somebody else. I'm keeping Kimmy indefinitely.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way I'm not going to, they're not getting rid of Kimmy.
No.
I think the one limiting, if I'm Max Verstappen, which I'm just as good as a driver, but if I'm Max Verstappen and I want to work with GP, I think Zach Brown is my limiting factor. Zach Brown has been up Max's ass, always been so nice to him and so complimentary of him, even though he's in a rival team. It's kind of annoying. But it's not just your team principal on the wall. Like, we see Toto in the pits, and their team principal and their not team principal, but their engineers are on the wall. We have every other team principal and their engineers on the wall, and the strategist, and everybody else who runs the team is in the back, doing their thing, right? Like, they're there. Yeah, Max or Zach can't help himself, but insert himself there, and I think that's just not going to be a style that Max wants. I think he's had enough of it from Christian.
Yeah.
But Christian was also the team principal. Yeah, I mean, we have a clear divide. I think it's going to get to GP too, but
Oh yeah, for sure.
yeah,
I don't know. I can see. I think now with this GP moving, I think this is Toto's opportunity. 100%. Steal him. Take him now. Take Max now. This is your opportunity to get him. I can see Max going to Mercedes. I can't physically see him at McLaren.
So somebody I don't remember where this was on. Somebody has made a potential driver lineup. Now, they say it's for 2027. I think it's too early to say it's 2027. I say it's more likely a 2028 lineup, if it was. But you have Verstappen, Norris, Leclerc, Piastri, and Hadjar, Lindblad. So those teams basically swapping everybody. I don't know where this leaves Lewis. If he's even going to race, probably. This said just next year. I don't think it's feasible that he's there. It's feasible that Lewis is not at Ferrari next year.
No, he's there next year for sure.
I think he's there next year.
Yeah, 28.
28. I could see Leclerc, Piastri. 1,000% see if it's not Leclerc Piastri, it's Leclerc and Sainz is back.
Yeah.
But I do not see. Or I mean. It could also. I don't see Verstappen at McLaren. It could be a Leclerc Verstappen at Ferrari. Now, what kind of that would be a driver lineup?
like that lineup.
That, well, of course you do.
That's a really good lineup. Yeah, I mean, Piastri. See, this is where it gets difficult because Piastri's contract is done this year.
I think Piastri's. I
Unless he does like a +1.
I don't know if he's got a one. No, because he had a 2-3 year contract. I think he could sign a 1+1 back with McLaren. So stick it out for one more year.
Yeah.
And then we'll decide what happens in 2028. Like I said, I
You've
think
got,
that's
like,
more of a
side
20.
deal
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. I think this is more of a 2028 lineup than it is a 2027 lineup.
Mark Webber, who is Oscar's manager, is a very smart man. And
He's also very not happy from reports.
No.
He's very happy that it looks like they're favoring Lando again.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, when your car doesn't start for 2 of the 3 races that we've had so far.
let's just destroy all the problems we had last year and just have one of our drivers not start.
They're just not going to race.
Yeah, there you go.
Because look, when he
there won't even be a possibility of points.
What happens when he races?
Exactly.
Is beating that other driver.
all speculation. Just
we're just creating more drama.
Yeah, just for fun. Not saying it's not true.
Yeah. This GP thing, I mean, like you said, when do we hear so much about an engineer? I think this is one of those scenarios where this is an engineer that we do hear a lot because of Max's attitude and how he speaks to him. It's something that's always been raised, like, oh, he's so mean to him. But, like, GP gives it back to him in certain, like, smart-ass ways.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, did you try that? How was that? Does that work for you? And, like, that's their relationship. But
I think it's one of those like, I think it's a relationship that is really, truly a codependent.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I mean, even...
More so than Bono and Lewis.
I was going to say, like, they had that, but you can see that they kind of function separately. When GP was away for, 2 races last season?
Yeah.
And that connection just wasn't there.
No.
With Max and his race engineer. And, okay, somebody stepping in, that happens. But this is an engineer that we don't hear about. Will Josephs, I think his name is, which is Lando's.
Lando's, yeah.
Tom Stollard is George or Oscar, whatever. But like you might see.
I just listen to the
name,
pitch of George's voice when I hear George.
Yeah, but I mean, this is one engineer that we by name. Yeah. Everybody knows him. And so I think that's why it's big news, but it's also like it leads back to Max.
Yeah.
So everybody's like, what's Max going to do?
Yeah.
Now that
and this has been nothing. This didn't even have anything to do with Max directly. This is just.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, really pissed the guy off in 2026.
The questions on that first interview day back, Max is going to throw somebody else out. For sure.
I said it to you, and I think I posted it. Like, that's not even silly season. Like, we're already going into this. But I kind of thought after, was like, okay, kind of smart. Do it at the beginning of this break. Yes, there's going to be questions about it, but something else is going to come out that it might take priority, hopefully. But they are going to ask Max about it, and it's going to piss him off. And he's going to say, well, it has nothing to do with me. Yeah. Nothing to do with me. Talk to him.
And then they'll ask him the next week, and then it'll really piss him off.
Yeah. Then he's gonna get pissed.
Yeah.
But
that's really. I mean, there hasn't been anything. That's been the only news, but it's probably gonna be the biggest news of April.
Yeah. Haven't really seen much. I mean, the drivers seem to all be in Monaco. They're at the Monaco tennis Masters.
Yeah. Or at soccer matches or.
Yeah, they're just everywhere, but training.
And they all look very sad. Like they don't know what to do with themselves. I mean, it's got to be difficult as an athlete to be, you gear up you did all the testing, you're gearing up, you're in shape, you're doing all this,
Yeah.
and you're getting in a mindset that this is just going to be your life for the next 10 months.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it just stops, and you don't know what to do with yourself. You don't need to train as hard. You have to keep in some kind
Yeah.
of physical shape, but you're not doing the same routine that you're doing every day. And
No.
and then it's just kind of like, what do I do for a month? It's longer than my break, which I already have planned because I knew when that was going to be.
Right. And like, I just think it's funny because I think it was Gabby, Ollie, a couple of the younger guys all went to the Monaco Tennis Masters, and they all kind of looked a little disheveled. Like
Yeah.
they just all were like you said, tired or sad.
Yeah.
They were just like a little unshaven. Like
Yeah.
which it's like, and then you saw a picture of Charles who's like in like a 3-piece suit. Like
Well, his wife
course.
dresses him. Yeah.
of course.
Just like you're not going out looking like that.
Right. I think Lewis this weekend was at Coachella. I mean, so they're having like they're just.
Do you think
on
he thought that,
vacation.
like, oh, I'm not going to work, I might as well go to
I'm
Coachella,
gonna go to Coachella? Like
just go to the other side of the world?
It's the most random
Well, his girlfriend wants
vacation.
to go, so
Yeah, the most
yeah.
random vacation that they
oh yeah.
have gotten. So I think they don't really know what to do with themselves right now. 3 races in, because they're like, oh, we're in shape, but like we also
That's what I mean.
have
It's a
fun.
complete mind shift now, and then now you've got it, and then you're going to have to gear back up 2 weeks before your next race.
Yeah, which I guess kind of starting this week, they've got to get to.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
Miami?
this week or next. Yeah. Well, Lewis is there,
Yeah, just
hanging out with Brady and whatever.
Anyways, all right. Well, that's this week's episode,
That's this week's episode.
and we will be back with hopefully some news to give you guys next
We
week.
will be back next week. There won't be a 2-week break.
No,
Yeah.
there won't be, but we will be back, and see you guys then.
Yep. Grab a fresh set.
Bye.